Everyone says they want to live on mid-levels, but do you know where exactly East mid-levels and West mid-levels are, and what makes the mid-levels area so attractive? Today, I'm taking you to visit a 1,115 square foot 3-bedroom unit in West Mid-Levels, Central and Western District. What's more, the interior design is very different from traditional styles. It's been decorated in a colorful way based on the children's favorite colors. If you're interested, keep watching with me. And if you encounter any of these renovation issues, don't worry. Just contact EcHouse right away to learn more about their renovation matching services. Let me invite the company responsible for this renovation design to tell us more about this unit. Hello, Alex.
Hello. Yen.
I wanted to ask, I heard from the owner that there was a lot of communication with you during the early stages of the renovation. What exactly were their renovation requirements?
Originally, we wanted to create a bamboo forest design effect here at the entrance. So at that time, I said, why don't we use some colors to match and also use bamboo patterns in the materials? Would that help create the effect you want? Then we made some drawings to try to achieve what he was looking for.
No wonder here we used a very special green color on the wall, paired with a wood grain storage cabinet that we designed with curved edges.
It's actually Chinese, as you can notice. Okay. So, when you come to this spot, have you noticed that this area is also quite special? It's an open kitchen area. Why did we design it this way? Well, the owner had a request. They wanted an open kitchen area, but at the same time, they wanted it to be enclosed because they cook a lot, you know, Yan. So how could we achieve this effect? It's actually quite difficult because if you want an open kitchen but also want it to be enclosed, it actually involves a lot, especially when it comes to the detailing. Basically, if I just mention one thing, you'll already get it. Do you see that we have a sliding door here? So for this door, if we're talking about the details, the first thing we need to do is conceal it, right? Actually, there's something really important here, which is, what is it? The size of this sliding door. Now, just imagine if this space isn't big enough, or if the door is too small, or if it can't be fully hidden, then the measurements for your cabinet have to be really precise, right? Why is that? Because this area can actually be enclosed.
Wow, so it can actually become a closed kitchen.
Actually, you should come in here since you're the one cooking, right?
Bye-bye. Alex, I noticed that besides the folding glass window, there's something special about this spot in the kitchen. There's a really unique tile here, laid in a herringbone pattern. Could you introduce the color of this tile for us?
Sure. Could you help me turn on the light?
All right, thank you.
Right. Let me give you a quick introduction. Here, we've created a herringbone pattern with the tiles, okay? You can see that this color has several variations. Basically, it comes in different colors. You can see there's green, and then it has a bit of a shimmer, kind of like those holographic cards. Can you see it? The color is a bit like those holographic cards, so it looks better on camera. Otherwise, it wouldn't look as nice. And then over here, we've left this area for you. Notice these cabinets here, Yen. The color we used here is actually different from the one outside. That's because we wanted to separate this area into its own zone. If everything was exactly the same color, it would look really boring. So we used different colored cabinets to divide the two spaces, but at the same time, they still need to blend together. So when it comes to using colors, you have to pay attention to the color tone. In other words, we used a tone that's one level lower. It still maintains a similarity with the overall design.
Just now, we heard the owner mention that the most important focus of the renovation is to increase storage space. I'd like to ask Alex, in the living room, how can you maintain a good flow of movement while also increasing storage space at the same time?
Well, actually, Jan, have you noticed that from the entrance, the height is kept consistent all the way into this area, forming an L shape? So we definitely need to have a sense of continuity. As for our storage design, since the owner needs a lot of storage, there are actually many detailed elements. We extended the horizontal line from the entrance all the way in, guiding you into the space and making you feel comfortable. What we're achieving here is called the golden ratio, so that everything you see feels pleasing to the eye.
Oh, no wonder you made an L-shaped storage cabinet here. Not only does it increase storage space, but it also makes the visual experience even more comfortable. Also, I noticed that in the living room here, you've installed a floor-to-ceiling storage cabinet. Could you briefly introduce this design?
Sure, let's go take a look. Actually, Jana, have you noticed that when you look at each item, the layers or each compartment, we actually spent a lot of time working on those details. Because if a cabinet is very bulky, with all the doors made as one big piece, just imagine it. It wouldn't have any. It would just feel oppressive, right? So how did we approach this? We used what's called the golden ratio. Each compartment has its own layering, and you also have to calculate what kind of books you'll be placing there, since they have a certain height. But it's not like every compartment needs to be a different size. If you lose that golden ratio visually, the furniture will feel very oppressive and uncomfortable. Also, we used the same material, but applied different finishes to create these detailed touches, giving it 2 layers of depth, just like that. Also, as you can see in the open areas, we've thoughtfully added light strips. These are the things we as designers do. We have to consider every idea, every detail, the golden ratio, and the overall design plan. Everything is integrated and brought together as one.
In the bathroom, we've incorporated an oceanic vibe. As you can see on the floor, we used deep blue tiles, and for the upper areas, we used blue and white stripes to create the feeling of ocean waves. The first room along the corridor is the owner's study. The walls are painted in an earthy green, and the desk and cabinets use the same light wood tone to create a consistent design. Now, coming to the son's room, I noticed that this is probably the most colorful area in the whole house.
Basically, in this room, you can see that we've actually only used 4 colors for the palette. We've created different layers and combinations with these colors. Here we've gone for a treehouse effect, so the child can sleep on the upper level. Of course, there's also plenty of storage here, as you can see. And it's quite interesting inside. There are actually a lot of wardrobes in there too. Look, this is all storage space.
There's plenty of storage capacity.
Yes, inside we've made use of the entire space under the bed.
Just now, the owner mentioned to me that what they care about most is the choice of colors and materials, and I can see that the color scheme in this master bedroom is really unique. Could you please introduce it to us?
Sure, Jan. Actually, the owner has a particular preference for more colorful and brighter colors. So basically, here we've used an Italian long tile. And did you notice earlier that they put up a very special hanging ornament?
No.
Do you know what it is?
It's actually a dream catcher from Hope and Ah Fung. The whole vibe feels like you've gone on a trip.
Oh, so that's what it is. I didn't even know. Because, the reason the owner wanted to create this idea was that they really wanted to have a sense of the ocean. So, wow, you're amazing for knowing that. Basically, they used an Italian tile that gives off an ocean vibe, making the whole place feel like you're on vacation.
And in the master bathroom, they created a wet and dry separation using a black framed glass shower screen. The most unique feature is the use of green hexagonal elongated tiles, which make the space look even more distinctive. I see the renovation and design here are quite special. I'd like to ask, which part are you most satisfied with?
The reason we chose this design company is because they gave us some really fresh ideas, like this sliding door and the open kitchen, which make our home and the whole space feel very comfortable. So there are actually several things we really like, including the choice of colors and the overall furniture, which really gives us this sense of individuality. But what we like the most is actually the open plan design.
Yes, I noticed it's really special. This can be an open kitchen, and when you slide it closed, it becomes a separate kitchen. So overall, are you satisfied with the service we received this time?
Whether it was the initial design, the choice of materials, or anything else, since this was actually our first time doing renovations, we had quite a lot of questions. So maybe during the communication process, we asked a bit more than usual, but so far our communication has been very smooth. For example, when it came to choosing materials, how should we go about it, or overall. And as for working with the design company, I really didn't have any major issues.
Thank you so much for being so satisfied with our service. I noticed that this renovation was really special. The choice of materials and colors was very bold and innovative. Thank you for accepting our interview this time. This time, we've shown everyone a unit located in mid-levels. The use of colors here is really vibrant, isn't it? Which part did you like the most? Leave us a comment below and let us know. If you're planning a renovation, remember to contact us at EcHouse. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
EcHouse will match you with 3 renovation or design companies that suit your budget and design style. Our matching specialists won't just help you analyze the quotations. After you've chosen a company, our specialists will also accompany you to witness the contract signing, ensuring that you fully understand and agree to the contract before signing. During the renovation process, if you have any questions about the renovation, you can always ask our matching specialists so you can have complete peace of mind about your renovation and design afterwards. I want to put this on the wall, but how do I install it?
Hey, why isn't this a Hong Kong plug? How am I supposed to use it?
Oh no, everything's gone wrong. This is bad.
Hey, the silicone sealant around the sink has all gone moldy. What should I do?